Hey there, YouTube. Ghost Jake here with you today. How's your night going or morning going, depending where you are when you watch this video? Anyway, I literally just got done watching Dragon Ball Super episode 59. So here is my review on that. Okay? And this will contain spoilers in case you have not seen Dragon Ball Super episode 59 by now. As I stated in different videos, I like to watch Dragon Ball Super on Tuesdays. So that's when I usually have my reviews out for Dragon Ball Super, now that I'm doing them weekly. Yeah, so let's get started. Anyway, it starts off pretty much exactly where episode 58 left off, where Goku, Beerus, this is Supreme Kai, and Whis were in Universe 10 talking to Gowasu about Zamasu, right? And then, so the episode starts out where Zamasu is there, and he is really, he looks kind of shocked, in my opinion, to see them. They're there, and then he's like, what are you guys doing here? And Beerus goes on to tell them that Goku wants to fight him again. So they're trying to keep the real reason why they're secret from Zamasu. Right? Anyway, Goku almost blows it, so Beerus literally hits him in the head, and then it shows like Goku get a lump on his head, which is kind of funny to me. And then Zamasu's like, okay, if you want to fight me again, then we can. It's like, I was a little distracted before. Right? And then go Beerus, and we're like, you know what, actually we gotta go. We gotta go. So they leave, and then they don't go too far. They stop in space, and Goku almost flies out of the reach, and then flies away. And then, because he's kind of got thrown when they stopped, and Whis puts up a shield and kind of brings them all back, and so they could watch. It's like, because they're like, when they're stopped, they're talking to the Supreme Kai, and Goku's like, it is as we thought. Zamasu is going to kill Gowasu. Me and Beerus can feel his killing intent from his ki. And Goku and the Supreme Kai are shocked because they couldn't feel anything, which also means Gowasu couldn't feel anything. So then Whis activates his staff, and so they could watch of Universe 10 and watch the events, what takes place. Ow. Sorry, my neck kind of popped there. Anyway, then they're saying they're watching him. Originally, they thought Zamasu was going to poison Gowasu. Honestly, I think that might have honestly been his originally his plan. But since Goku, Beerus, the Supreme Kai, and Whis all showed up, Zamasu kind of had to change his plans. Right? So instead, while Gowasu was drinking his tea and while he was drinking his tea and eating this like rice bean cake with like jelly in it or some sort of red bean. What Zamasu does, he gets up and he goes pretty much behind Gowasu, and what he's planning on doing, he is planning on pretty much chopping his head off with his psionic blade, and thus far killing him. But before we actually get to see that in the show, we go to Universe 10 and we see the future Zamasu, the one who's wearing the green earrings, right? Talking to Black. And Black is like, I almost had Goku, and they were trying, like almost had Goku, and he's like, next time he comes, I'll kill him for sure. And Zamasu suggests that Black uses the Dragon Balls or the Super Dragon Balls to ask for immortality too. But also, I think before he said that, he suggested Black that maybe you should have your body soak up every last bit of power you can get from Goku before you kill him to raise your battle power even further. Right? Okay. Now we go back. Now we're going back to the present timeline really fast. We see future Trunks just sitting there moping around, and he's kind of sad because they pretty much had to run away and leave the rest of the Earthlings and Mai all alone so they could heal, because they got really messed up when they fought him in the future. Fought future Zamasu and Black in the future. And so Trunks is all worried about everyone back in his own timeline. And then little Trunks, and then we see the current timeline Trunks, also known as the Little Trunks, start confronting future Trunks. It's like, I can't believe you. I didn't know the future me was pretty much such a wimp. You're just sitting around there moping around. It's like, how can you expect to beat anyone in this state? And then so Little Trunks is trying to get future Trunks to fight him. So he turns into a Super Saiyan, and Little Trunks punches future Trunks in the face. And he's like saying, come on, fight me, I'll be your opponent. And then he goes on to saying about, like him being a Saiyan and everything. Anyway, then we are back into the bubble, right? I'm trying to do this in order. I'm trying to talk about the stuff in order. In order, the bubble in space, where present day Zamasu killed Gowasu. But before that was happening, Goku and the Supreme Kai was all worried because they're like, if we don't do anything, Gowasu's going to be dead and it's going to be too late for us to intervene. But like I said, since their enemy was soon to be the Supreme Kai of Universe 10, they can't kill him, even though they know his intent. They can't kill him without 100% proof, right? So when they see Zamasu kill Gowasu, Whis with his staff reverses time up to like I think it's 3 minutes. He can do it, and then he has some sort of like magical oven mitt Whis creates, and then they start before they leave, and then they head off back to Universe 10. And right when Zamasu is about to kill Gowasu with his psionic blade, or his or his energy sword hand, Whis puts the oven mitt, the magical oven mitt, on Zamasu, and then when he goes to hit him, like in the back of the neck, then when he goes to hit him on, nothing happens. Whis is surprised, and then, Zamasu is surprised. Sorry, I messed that up. But at least I caught it. Zamasu is really surprised. And then Zamasu's like, what is it? And then Gowasu's like, what is that? Is that some sort of thing for like massaging shoulders or something? I don't know how he couldn't sense him about to kill him, but Gowasu's kind of blind and stupid. But anyway, Zamasu looks at the oven mitt on his hand and he's like really, really surprised. And then he backs in, he's backing up, and he backs into Beerus, the god of destruction, right? He backs into him. He's like, and he's really shocked to see everyone again. He's like, what are you guys doing here? I thought you guys left. And Beerus goes on to tell him that Gowasu that you were just almost killed by Gowasu now. And then Gowasu is like really surprised that Zamasu tried to kill him. And then Whis says, here's the proof. And like he activates his staff. Right? He activates his staff, like, and it lights up. And then like the oven mitt comes on, and then you can see Zamasu's laser sword in his, lighting up his hand. And then Zamasu does not even care at the slightest that he was pretty much caught trying to kill Gowasu. Zamasu is pretty evil, right? Doesn't care whatsoever. Then the Supreme Kai and everyone go on to tell him, explain everything that happened, how that Zamasu's plans was to kill Gowasu, steal the time rings, and then use the Super Dragon Balls to wish for immortality, then jump to another year in the future, then Whis' speculation to wish for an ally with Goku's identity, and then use their combined power to destroy all of humanity, right? And Zamasu is really, really doesn't care at all. He's like, I am surprised you were able to figure out my entire plans just from the fact that I tried to kill Gowasu. And then Goku goes on and tells pretty much the entire truth. How they went to the future, they fought both. They fought Zamasu and Black, right? And then Zamasu's like, well, so my dream of getting rid of him is really happy that the fact that he was really successful, about the fact that getting rid of all of humanity was successful, right? And then he goes to then Zamasu hiding his psionic blade or his laser sword behind his black, whatever you want to call it, right? Behind his black, and then he's about ready to attack Goku. And now this part is so good, guys, so good. The God of Destruction, Beerus, grabs Zamasu's hand, and then he puts his other hand in front of him, like this, in front of Zamasu, and then he just says the words destruction, and then Zamasu literally disappears, and he's screaming. Beerus just annihilated Zamasu, and I really liked the music they played when that happened. It was so sweet, man. Literally. That was awesome. And then with Zamasu dead, they head back to Universe 7's Earth, right? To tell everyone the good news that Zamasu is destroyed, that Beerus destroyed him in literally one blow. But before they arrive, we see a small little thing where Trunks is smiling because the kid Trunks inspired him to get out of his funk. Right? Okay, but now they arrive and they are telling everyone that Zamasu's dead and Beerus destroyed him in one attack, which was awesome. And it's like, and then Beerus says Beerus says the timeline in the future should be safe now because I destroyed Zamasu, and when a god destroys another god, it affects entire timelines. So we'll have to see about that. The future Trunks is feeling very, very uneasy because if you recall back in Dragon Ball Z, I think the end of season 6, when they got done destroying Cell and the androids were still, Android 17 and 18 were still alive in Trunks' timeline. So he's like, that is probably the exact same thing is going on with Black and Zamasu, that they're both still hanging around. Right? And you have to wait for episode 60 to find out. I already watched the preview at the end, but I'm not going to spoil anything for episode 60 until I watch it next Tuesday. This is Ghost Jake signing out. See ya, YouTube. Oh, and really fast, I noticed I want to give a shout out to someone. I don't know who it is. I'll have to maybe look at my my YouTube settings. I saw someone subscribe to my channel, and I will want to thank whoever it is who did that. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And see you guys soon. Ghost Jake signing out. See ya.